Hey everybody, welcome back to PowerWash Simulator Guides. The new Wallace and Gromit special pack just came out this week. It's got 5 new jobs in it, and with it 5 extra miscellaneous trophies, all of them very simple. All of them can be achieved at the beginning of each of the 5 jobs. And the last 2 of 5 jobs require you to wash something or clean something first. So definitely stick around for that. But as far as the first 3 jobs, it's just simple things. Simple things to activate or simple things to do. The second job, what you need to do, is a little less than simple. And I'll make a reference to that in a minute when we get there. Something that I did not love having to do in the base game. So here we are in the first job. This is Wallace and Gromit's dining room and kitchen. And there's 2 rooms to this job. This is the dining room. And I'm just looking around. I did not look at the trophy list before I started this, and I was like, oh, what am I supposed to activate? And I looked around, just got a whole idea of what was going on here. And I think I even walked into the other room again, trying some doors, making sure. I don't know, for some reason it felt like there was meant to be more to this first job than these 2 little rooms, but it's definitely enough to keep you busy for an hour or 2 of cleaning. None of the 5 jobs in this posed any problems as far as, something hard to clean up. The final job is a giant rocket on some other planet or maybe the moon. Here is the train, by the way, that you need to activate. So you find this, you turn it on, and you get the trophy. All aboard. That's all you got to do. Just really quickly, let me finish my thought. The rocket in the last job, it has a little bit of oil or some kind of orange substance that's on the ground, and so that's a little hard to get up. But you'll see when we get there. Actually, you won't see. But I didn't need to pick it up because there's enough ground to cover that you clean that it'll just make that go away. So that train can run throughout the entire time you're cleaning if you want. It's a little distracting because it does kind of get in the way in the middle of everything. It runs through both rooms, but I wanted to show this. This was kind of interesting to me. You can ride the train if you want to just leave your washer on and point it in a certain direction and just see how much you can clean of the room. That's an option you have. But I imagine it's probably, we all have our own methods and our own ways of playing this game. So, but if that seems to interest you, ride the train while you're cleaning and see what you can get done. Otherwise, I would suggest you turn it off at some point because, like I said, as you're pointing your power washer all around, the train just gets in the way. Sometimes it'll pick you up and move you when you're in the middle of concentrating on what you're doing. And it got a little annoying. So I turned it off for some time, but then I turned it back on here at the end. And the kitchen windowsill, for some reason, I couldn't figure out where the dirt was on this windowsill. So I kept looking at the door in the kitchen as well. And it's very hard to see, but it's right down here somewhere. Oh, it's right in the back corner there, right there. And there you go, home sweet home. That is for cleaning the dining room and kitchen job. And like I said, at any point during the time you're doing this job, you can turn the train on, and you don't have to leave it on. Not too many small items that you have to really worry about. The curtains gave me a little bit of trouble cleaning them. And there is the sheep animator, makes a lot of, I think he has a different kids program with talking sheep as well. There's more sheep on the wall. And this moose, which shows up in a lot of the rooms we're going to clean. Anyway, I'm just going to turn the train off, and that's basically it. Here we are at the second job. This is Wallace and Gromit's house. It's basically their front yard. You don't get to go in the house. But we get to revisit one of my least favorite trophies from the main game. You have to use your power washer to move this soccer ball to a place. But this is a lot easier to do. You can use the highest powered stream to move it over the bricks, or you can just angle it so that you can make it through this little opening here. So over on the end of the front yard here, Wallace has a driveway here where he can park his various vehicles, some of which you get to clean later. And it's interesting, I don't remember this. I don't remember a lot from the Wallace and Gromit little animated movies and shows and so forth. But he has this dual action thing here where it's a driveway and a pond. So all you need to do is get the soccer ball to go towards the driveway, and as it's going into the driveway section, flip it so that this soccer ball goes under the pond, which we see right here. I will notate that once you do this with the soccer ball, it's gone for good. You can't get it back. You don't need the soccer ball for anything else, unless you really love playing around with the soccer ball in PowerWash Simulator. If so, then too bad for you. But here's pond possession for putting the soccer ball onto the driveway, flipping it so that it is under the section, and I'm going to show you probably a little too many times here that the ball is down there and you really can't get it back. Of course, I did clean the driveway and the pond and driveway sections of this little flippy area. See, there's the ball down there in some kind of black void, and that's where it will stay. You won't be able to, I don't think you can pick it up or anything. I did have to eventually come back and probably clean the gnomes and a couple little areas in both of those a little bit more. In fact, I think to finish the job, I have to come back to the guy on the driveway side that's holding the sign and get a couple pieces on his back to finish the job for Right House Proud. There you go. So yeah, in here you have the driveway. You have two gadgets. I don't remember what they're called. I will be probably walking around and showing you. But you also have Gromit's little doghouse and the mechanical dog. Here's Gromit's house. You go in there and you clean everything inside there. And of course the roof and sides of the doghouse. You have that little guy. You have the Sock-O-Matic to clean and Shopper 13. And all these fences and so forth, you have to clean those too. And I believe I had to clean the statue. I think I remember it being dirty. Yeah, you can see it. So there you go. Not too bad. There is a ladder, but I did kind of have a few problems trying to get the nooks and crannies of the highest part of the house facade. But I'm sure you will do fine with it. Here we are onto the third job, the Knit-O-Matic job. This is a huge warehouse of lots of machines that can move around. You don't have to have any of them moving around at any point other than for this first job here. I was just kind of checking this out, trying to figure out which device I had to turn on. I thought if you just walk in, you hit this button and get the trophy, that would be nice, but this is not what we need to turn on. It's kind of in the middle of the room, I think. Because I think that's the Dry-O-Matic we need to... Oh, the auto wash. Yeah, that's the one we need to turn on. For bath time. So that's all you have to do. And you can do that at any point of the job. Very easy trophy. I struggled to clean this hand, but I got it in the end. All knitted up. Yeah. Yeah, I got a couple devices. You have to get pretty high up these brick walls. You have to get all the little compartments there in that roof area. Not the ceiling. Not the ceiling. You don't have to clean that. Thank goodness. But yeah, that place there with all the little squares on it right there. But not too bad of a job. All of these things you can turn on, which is a little helpful when you're trying to clean it. It moves it around for you, so you can do less of the motion, less of the work. There's the moose again. And here is me doing pretty much the whole job here. Steps, that area, the upper brick areas, and that will be that for that job. So now the Wallace and Gromit vehicles job. This is the first of two where you are required to wash something first. This one is pretty simple. You have 4 different vehicles to clean in this job, and all you have to do is this pair of mechanical trousers that Wallace can jump in and walk around in. You just need to clean all parts of this first. So I went straight to it. I didn't turn my power washer on until I was around it. Obviously, these vehicles are far enough apart, you don't need to worry about accidentally cleaning something else. I would suggest you go straight to the pants. I didn't test it out to see if you accidentally completed one part of another vehicle, if it voided the trophy. So my suggestion is that you go straight to the trousers and you clean them, and you will see it is very simple to get this thing cleaned and completed pretty quickly. I think we end up at like 2 or 3% by the time we get the trophy, so it does not make up much of the items you need to clean. So again, if you're following this guide, then you should be able to get this trophy pretty quickly by just walking over here and cleaning the trousers. And you see how easily the dirt just disappears with this power washer. Very easy stuff to clean. No problems whatsoever. No detail you need to worry about. Again, with all of these jobs and these miscellaneous trophies, if you accidentally wash something first and you void out the possibility of getting the trophy, just finish the job and come back to it in free play and clean the trousers first, and then you will get the trophy that you missed out on the first time. Oh, it's more than 3%. I don't know why I thought it was, maybe it's like 6%. But either way, you'll see me, all I have to do is jump up to the top here and finish it up. And we got another about 30 seconds before the trophy pops here. A couple nooks and crannies. Guess it went not as smooth as I remembered it. But there you go, squeaky clean strides for cleaning the trouser vehicle first. And again, like I said, there's 3 more vehicles, and I did not struggle to get any of them cleaned whatsoever. Pretty easy job as the penultimate of this special pack. But the Techno trousers are cleaned, so we have the first trophy. And you'll see me finish up the other 2 vehicles, and then finish with the vehicle that's in the street. I don't remember if that's like a milk van or an ambulance or something like that. It's white, but it's pretty easy to wash. How could I forget? It was a donut delivery truck, because it's got a license plate that says donut on it. I guess subconsciously, after I played this 2 days ago, the reason why I went and got some donuts for breakfast. Now we're motoring. That is for completing the Wallace and Gromit vehicles job. The Techno trousers, the plane, the dozer thing over here, the snow manatron, and the donut delivery van. Again, so if you get the Techno trousers done first, you'll get that squeaky clean strides trophy. If you miss it, just come back once this is done. It's a very easy job to complete, and do it in free play, and you'll get that. And our last miscellaneous trophy in our final job here is another one that you have to clean something first. This one, I don't see too many problems here, but you need to clean the 5 paintings that are inside the rocket here. There's 4 hanging on the walls, and there is finally a picture on that bookshelf there of Wallace and Gromit. I'm going to highlight the 5 that we need to do, and we are going to work very diligently to only clean them. Like I said, I don't really see too much of a risk. There's a couple things on the bookshelf that I was worried were going to accidentally get cleaned before I completed the final painting, which is really more of a picture. And for most of these, I felt like I had to jump on top to get like the last bit of each of these frames. I had to just kind of maneuver around to make sure it worked. But I mean, 4 of the 5 paintings are just on the wall. They're not near anything else, so they're really easy to do. I'm a little hesitant to say you got nothing to worry about when it comes to the picture that's on the bookshelf, because there's a couple items around it. Most of the items on the shelves that you have to clean get completed by completing the entire shelf itself. Like, it's not per book or per item, but that vase, I would expect the vase itself is probably separate, but it would be very hard to accidentally clean the entire vase unless you weren't paying attention to what you were doing before you finished the final painting. So that's those 4, simple to do. And then for some reason I couldn't find the final one, didn't realize it was right there in front of me. But here it is behind the lamp. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it would be pretty hard to accidentally clean something fully, but just be careful. And I have to, I think, jump behind it in order to get the top section of the frame. But there you go. The Art of Cleaning. That's the final miscellaneous trophy for this special pack. Picture of Wallace and Gromit. Thought it was a nice way to end that one. So go ahead and clean the interior of this, clean the outside of the rocket, and then the only other area you have to worry about to complete this job is the black gook on the ground. Like I mentioned before, there's a little bit of orangish oil under the rocket that was a little harder to pick up, but I ended up not having to do too much with it because I cleaned enough of the area that it gave it to me for free. It said that I did the work. There is a very large scaffold here, which you kind of have to maneuver around the craters of the moon, and you might need it in order to get the sides of the top part of the rocket and the door, the hatch door here. I had to get from a couple angles, and that ladder there going up to the rocket, that's one you have to clean. That is not one you can move around, so that has to stay there, and you have to clean around it and clean the rungs of the ladder and so forth. But little machines, compartments, a couple small items inside the rocket that you need to clean, and there's like a little picnic area that they made on the outside here that you'll see. And you'll see when we run the end here, the area of the moon floor that you have to clean, it's not too bad. Not bad at all. In fact, I cleaned most of it from the scaffold with the longest extension. And this ladder, like I mentioned, you had to clean. So you see here, there's only the two little sections. And if you can make it out, the little orange splotches under the rocket, they're already gone. That little picnic area, the little refrigerator, and the ladder itself, and the rocket. And that is the end of another special pack. Wallace and Gromit. Hope you had a good time with this one. Hope this guide helped. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care.